chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. These narcissists have fallen into error from long before you met them. They've been walking a path of error, okay? Causing destruction in people's lives, doing a lot of stuff. They've got a price on their head in the spiritual universe, with karma having a high price on their heads, okay? But God has blinded them and sealed their hearts, so they keep falling into error. Okay? I'm not saying they can't be changed. I'm not saying they can't be changed. But they're at control of the devil. They're vessels. I don't know if they consciously know it. Some of them might. But others, they don't. They're oblivious. But they're controlled by that realm. It's what makes them tick. It's what makes them... They're just very connected to that realm. They're very connected to that realm. And they have a desire to cause pain and destruction, and they do all of these things. Negative frequency, negative energy, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, right? There's no other explanation. Their behaviors, they're just so evil, okay? They're so evil. So understand that God has sealed their hearts and blinded them, so they keep falling into error. They don't think logically. They don't do things logically. They don't do things healthily. They're completely messed up. And that's why none of you need to be hurting over these people. None of you need to be like, honestly, I can understand you hurting over them, because that's what happens. But really, when you go through the healing journey and you get to that place and you see you don't need to be fazed about them. Okay, you just need to stay away from them. That's what this is about. As much as they've been blinded and they've got a sealed heart where they go, now you've been put on a path now. To them, they might think, initially after a discard or something, they might think initially their path is better. You're going through pain. But your path will start to emerge into brighter days, and their path goes into destruction. And they desire to get back to the path that was on with you, realistically. So just understand this. The devil has... They're messed up in the head. There's no talking to them. The devil has control over them. The negative forces have control over them. They're messed up. They're deranged. And this is a separation in humanity. It's happening before our eyes. The separation of good and evil. It's happening. And it's a wise lesson to know. And that's why I think it should be pondered on for a while. It should be pondered on for a while, your realization of the evil that exists in this world. When you go for an awakening, really ponder on it and absorb it into your mindset. Really take your time to process the information and move on and heal. Really take the time. There's no rush. When you do this, you start to uncover other things in your life, blessings in your life, and that's what you need to see. For some, the way that God's destined it to be, people have had healthy relationships. For others, it's running into narcissists and toxic individuals. So, although I'm not telling you to be alone forever And some of you might even choose to be alone forever out of a choice. It's seriously, just watch your step in the future, because there's so many of them around. There's so many of them around. And just you gotta learn how to see the narcissists, because they're coming in so many different forms now. Empaths, the victim empaths, not a victim empath, but they're coming in the form of that, mirroring you. Yeah. Whole new approach has to be adopted if you do want to engage with new people and stuff. A whole new approach needs to be adopted in how you meet people. Stay off dating apps. I advise you to stay off dating apps altogether. Waste of time. Silly. It's filled with narcissists. I'm not calling you silly if you've been on there, but it's just filled with narcissists, and they get to understand information about you before. It's just, yeah. There must be some genuine people on there, but there's so many narcissists. So I think the narcissist is a lost cause. They're gonna fall into narcissistic collapses, things of that nature, especially when they encounter an empath or a chosen one or a genuine soul. They fall into collapses after. They're not gonna realize, God's capable of all things, but yeah, we just sorry, you just have to see. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.